So when you see me alone, yo, when you see me alone, yo, when you see me alone, so when you see me alone, so when you see me alone, you think I wanna win. Yo, when you see me alone, you think I wanna win. Brother, when you see me a road and you feel you can hurt me, try angel a guide me.
If you're venting, I'm not going to sit here and interrupt what you're saying. I'm going to listen. I'm your piece. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to treat me like no slave. That's what we ain't doing.
Okay, what I mean by obey is like, so if he's telling you only things for the better,
then of course, if you're
you
literally
will follow that lead, because I always be saying, like, why are you gonna choose this man as your king if you're not gonna follow his lead? Why did you ever choose him?
Exactly. I 100% agree with that. So that goes back to what I said. If you're treating me right, like the woman that, you know, I should be treated as, because I'm a great woman. Whether people want to agree with that or not is their business, but I know who I am. Right. But if you have great leadership qualities and stuff like that, and you're literally trying to better me and us as a whole, I have no problems. Even if we don't always agree, at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit up and disrespect you. And we can find some kind of common ground or whatever the case may be. But as far as like listening to a man who knows what he's talking about and knows how to lead and, you know, always brings in good results and stuff like that, yeah, I got no problem. Because at the end of the day, you're never too old to learn anything. We're always learning. The brain is like a sponge, you know what I'm saying? So I have no problems learning from different perspectives and stuff like that. As long as my spirit isn't vexed by certain things that you say, we're good. Because if I'm vexed, I'm going to speak on it. If there's no change, then we're going to have to figure it out, or we got to snip, because...
You have good communication.
Thank you.
You have good communication. I don't know if you have good communication during turmoil, though. When things are bad.
You know, that's a great point, because that's something I had to learn with my last relationship. Granted, I didn't have a problem with communicating, but when things got toxic, my weak spot was feeding into the toxicity by the name calling and stuff like that.
You said bitch ass nigga and all of that.
Well, yes, because, you know, he was very disrespectful when we got into it. But at the same time, I still had the power to control myself no matter how angry I was. So something I learned from that was, instead of retaliating and stuff, when you feel yourself getting ready to be toxic and disrespectful like that, it's best to keep quiet until you're calm again. I had to learn that, though. That's not something that was easy, especially when you come from a background where your voice was always silenced and stuff like that. You're naturally going to be way more aggressive coming from a background like that, and that was me. But, you know, over time with learning and stuff like that, I had to realize, like, bro, at the end of the day, as bad as you want to say something, be quiet. Because when the smoke clears, you can talk with a clear mind and a clear heart, and maybe it'll be better understanding. But it was impossible with him because he was just literally stuck in his ways. So no matter how much I watered myself down, broke myself down for him, you know, just to fit in with him, it was literally like trying to put two wrong puzzle pieces together and trying to make it fit. That's how our relationship was, and I found myself way more drained than I was happy. And, you know, it was making me bitter. And I found myself sitting there saying, oh yeah, niggas ain't shit, this, that, and the third. When really, it was just the guy I was dealing with. And our last argument we had, I really did not argue with him. Like, I shut my pride down. I was quiet, and I watched him walk out of my life forever. And it was that. Excuse me.
What food do you eat that other people think is nasty? And what is your nastiest pleasure that you like to eat?
It gotta be food.
It could be anything.
Nah, my mom in here. I can't
That's another show. You are. That's a different show.
Probably Vienna sausages. I do like them.
That's it. I was thinking you was gonna say like, you did pickles and chocolate or something like crazy like that.
I had pickles with cotton candy before. You know, at first I thought it was terrible, but once I started like eating it and registering the taste on my taste buds, then I was kind of like, oh, it's like sweet and salty. So if you like sweet and salty, then that's
pickles and cotton candy.
It's not bad.
See, I love you, it's no love lost. I just love you from a distance. I was hurting for a minute, oh pain I had to get riddance. I cut people off cause they did me wrong. I was stripped of my innocence, fighting battles like a soldier. I must step